With the video, Liverpool produced a professional display to secure their place in the 5th round of the Adobe Women's FA Cup with a 6-0 win over London Bees. New signings Denise O'Sullivan and Martha Thomas marked their Reds debuts with first half goals at the Hive in Barnet, which came either side of a Mia Enderberry effort. Gemma Evans was on the mark too, and a quick-fire Alice Bergstrom brace completed the scoring against the National League Division 1 side on Sunday. So that would be equivalent to our League 1, wouldn't it? Well, the Men's League 1, sorry. It was also a notable day for Academy graduate Maisie Truman, who became the club's youngest ever player in the professional era, starting in midfield at the age of just 16 and 88 days. Gareth Taylor made 8 changes to his starting lineup from the draw with London City Lionesses, but his team still spent most of the game camped in the Bees' half, trying to break down a 5-4-1 low block. Getting the ball wide to Kerry Holland on the left and Enderberry on the right was the early tactic, both offering real threat when the ball was switched their way. A more unlikely source created the first chance on just 4 minutes as captain Gemma Bonner unleashed a shot from outside the box that goalkeeper Tia Jin could only parry into the path of Thomas, but the striker's dream debut would have to wait a few minutes as she fired wide. Respite, does that say? Respite for the Bees lasted, it should say respite, they put respite, I don't know what that word means, sorry guys. So respite for the Bees lasted just 3 minutes. Fellow debutant O'Sullivan delivered her first goal for the club. After her move from North Carolina Courage was concluded on Saturday, a sustained period of pressure ended with a cross from Alexandra Bernard being turned home by the Republic of Ireland international, much to the delight of the travelling support. And they did not have to wait too long for a second goal, Enderberry extending the lead on 13 minutes. Set plays were a regular threat for the visitors, and from a Holland corner, Thomas headed the ball back to the winger to turn home. With the Bees struggling to exit their own half, Thomas met an Evans pass with a header that Jin claimed near her line. Enderberry then fired just over after another long period of Liverpool possession, and it was no surprise when a third goal arrived a short time later. Bernard played a ball into the box in the air, and Thomas met it with a clever looping header over Jin for 3-0. Lone arrival Thomas was in the mood now, turning sharply on a Sophie Lungard pass and blasting a rising shot just over. It needed a strong hand from Jin to turn over a Truman shot, with Bonner heading the resulting corner just wide, while Holland hit the side netting after a clever interchange with Thomas to complete the first half chances. Truman looked to have joined the debut goal scorers just after the break, smashing home a volley from inside the box, but the offside flag cut celebrations short. A fourth did arrive a few minutes later, with Spanish fullback Bernard again involved. Her low corner was turned in by Evans from close range. Bernard almost grabbed another assist. With 20 minutes left, her corner headed narrowly wide by Bonner. There were plenty of chances for the Reds to stretch the lead, though resolute defending and a swath of last gasp blocks from the hosts looked set to keep them out, while the post also denied Lungard. Bergstrom, however, gave the scoreline the flourish it probably deserved, with 2 goals in 2 minutes late on. The first was a stunner, a shot from 25 yards. That was past the goalkeeper in an instant, with just under 5 minutes left. The second arrived almost instantly, a moment of fortune as a powerful cross from the right flew over Gin and into the net, to the delight of the visiting fans in the stand behind. Substitute Kirsty McLean rattled the crossbar from distance in injury time, but Liverpool had done more than enough to secure their place in Monday night's draw. So the team was Falk, Parry, Evans, Bonner, Bernabe, O'Sullivan, Lungard, Truman, Holland, Enderberry and Thomas. And then the substitutes was Parry came off for Shimizu in the 72nd minute. O'Sullivan came off for McLean in the 72nd minute. Holland came off for Woodham in the 72nd minute. And also Enderberry came off for Bergstrom in the 72nd minute. Unused substitutes: Kirby, Fisk, Capox, Nagano and Clark. Up next, Liverpool return to Barclays Women's Super League action on Sunday, January the 25th, with the hosting of Tottenham Hotspurs. The Reds will welcome Spurs to St Helens Stadium for an 11:55 GMT kickoff. So there you go. I mean, it wasn't expected, was it? Nothing was expected less than a heavy win. I mean, two divisions below them, but they still had to get the job done. They still had to be professional, and they got the job done. That's it for this video. Take it easy.